Today's social media segment is brought to you by Terrebonne General Health System. Your health is our legacy. Rouse's, you're either local or you're not. Buick, the craft of modern luxury. St. Martin and Bork, know your rights.
Hello and welcome back to this edition of Bayou Time. Again, your host, Keith Weissheit, licensed clinical social worker with Terrebonne Home Care. Very glad you're joining us. However you may be joining us, we really, really appreciate it. You know, I love this time of year, right in the middle of summer, really looking forward to kids getting back to school, even though they may not be. We're going to try and make things easier for them. One of the ways they do that is with Pack the Bus. It's an exciting program. Welcome back to the program, Katie Porche. Katie, thanks for joining us.
Thank you so much.
All right, appreciate it. Joining her, Ms. Lonnie Easley. Lonnie, thanks for joining us today.
No problem. Thank you for having us.
You know, the two of you together kind of represent what partnerships are about. So Synergy Bank and United Way really coming together to really make a difference. And boy, do y'all make a difference. And so it's the Pack the Bus initiative. This is 10 years.
Yes.
Can you imagine, Katie, we've been doing this for 10 years?
It's unreal.
Yeah. And so Pack the Bus is a great program. Tell them, the public, a little bit about what it is and how it started.
Absolutely. So 10 years ago, Synergy Bank went to United Way and we said, hey, we really want to do a community program and we would love to do something with our schools. And so together we came up with the idea of a Pack the Bus school supply drive where we ask local businesses to help us collect school supplies. And then at the end of July, we actually pack a real bus with all the supplies.
Literally
pack the bus with a school bus. And then we divide up those supplies and we bring to Terrebonne Parish Schools and Lafourche Parish Schools.
Yeah. And Lonnie, it's just got to be a good feeling to know that the efforts, because look, the United Way has done a lot in our area for a long, long time, but to make an impact and a difference for 10 years now for kids, it's got to feel good.
It does. It really does. But, you know, what's rewarding and grateful to see is a response from the community. We have great partners in the community, Synergy being one of them. When they came to us 10 years ago with this idea, it was something that the area needed. And it's a way you can make a difference to a child's life by giving them some school supplies they might not have. Right. And especially in the last few years, what's going on, it's been more important than ever to do that. We're just so grateful for Synergy and our other great partners in our area that have responded to this.
Yeah. And so, Katie, Packing the Bus is really, you made a comment, and it removes the barriers for learning.
Yes, it's one less barrier for a child in a classroom. And I think that's important to remember that, these are going to children who maybe they don't qualify for some services that are offered by school, but yet they still need help. And so we are filling a gap with Pack the Bus that wasn't being filled before. And I think that's, really important. It also allows teachers to not have to spend their own dollars in their own classroom for supplies, because the supplies were being bought, but it was by, by teachers or by others. And so this is less of a burden on our students, on families, and on teachers. So it's a win-win-win.
Well, let's talk a little bit about what we're actually filling. You're talking about filling the gap. Let's talk about what's being filled to Pack the Bus.
So we are collecting all new and unused school supplies. And so that is your notebooks, your pens, your pencils, your crayons, glue, all the things that you can think of that a student would need inside a classroom. Those are the things that we're collecting. We're also collecting gently used school uniforms so that we can put those to use.
Wow. Listen, kids grow so fast.
Yes.
You're almost, I know some families that had to buy school uniforms twice in 1 year.
Yes. And especially belts and new socks. Those are some hot ticket items that schools ask for.
Ladies and gentlemen, belts and new socks.
That's exactly
hot items this year. And so really, really neat about that. And so we're really excited about that. But you guys, you kind of went over that. There's a lot that goes into these backpacks.
Oh, absolutely. And it's different for every classroom what the exact needs are.
Right.
But what's beautiful about this is that we actually send the supplies to the school districts. And then from there, they help determine where they're going to go, and parents can go directly to the school districts, or they could go to school and say, hey, I'm in need of some school supplies, and we have the resources for them.
Wow. And again, just such a neat idea that, sometimes these ideas, we all have these floundering ideas, if you will. This has been such a unique concept that's just gotten kind of bigger and bigger each year, meaning, and much like you mentioned earlier, Lonnie, the people are really, they're really putting up to help out.
They are, and they always have been. You'll find the people of South Louisiana are very generous.
Yep.
They take care of their own.
Yeah.
They have a very great sense of community.
Yeah.
And that's important. It has grown since the first year.
Right.
We've expanded the number of companies and individuals participating.
Right.
Now you can not only donate supplies, but you can also make a monetary donation.
Oh, wow. To kind of offset the cost of some of those.
And then we buy supplies, the ones that the school systems are telling us are most needed with those funds.
And so, again, you can see right there, as mentioned, all of those places in Terrebonne that you can donate, which is awesome. The locations there in Lafourche, again, lots of places to be able to donate and be able to do that. And so thank you, Jay. Put Terrebonne back up one more time, just so our public, if they're listening, they know. Viking Sports Bar by Big Mike's, Chick-fil-A, CrossFit, Nick Abear's Insurance Agency, Paisley Park, Raising Cane's, Rely on Newtek, and then all of the South Louisiana Bank locations, all of our Synergy Bank locations, Terrebonne General Health System, and Valley Supply. Also in Lafourche, again, Bayou Country Children's Museum, Big Mike's there, First Franklin, Nicholls State University, Raising Cane's, South Louisiana Bank, of course, the two Synergy Banks there on Acadia and Bayou Road, Thibodaux Chamber of Commerce, and the Thibodaux Playhouse. And so if people were interested, if they wanted to get more information or make donations, how do they reach out to you, Katie?
Synergybank.com/packthebus. They have all of our information on there, as well as contact information at the school systems if you or someone you know is in need of school supplies.
And again, it's synergybank.com/packthebus.
Yes, sir.
Thank y'all so much for joining us. Thanks for doing this program and just for making a difference for thousands of kids in our local communities. We appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right. All right, guys, that'll do it for this particular segment, but don't go anywhere. A whole lot more right here on Bayou Time.
Summer's heating up, and so are the deals at A.J. Doman Chevrolet, where you get a 2024 Silverado Crew Cab for $38,990 with your 2010 or newer trade. Don't miss out on these great deals happening now at A.J. Doman Chevrolet. Let our friendly staff help you with your next new or used car purchase here at A.J. Doman Chevrolet at the foot of the Morgan City Bridge in Berwick.